Signalis is an old school survival horror game. That does not mean much to me, as the first proper survival horror game I ever played was Dead Space. I haven't played Resident Evil 1 or Silent Hill 2, games I've heard that Signalis derives heavily from, so I have no bias for or against Signalis for doing so. I merely appreciate the game for the story it tells and the world it shows me. In Signalis, you play as an android who has no prior memory and a photo of a person she must find. Her name is LSTR or Elster, and she finds herself in a mining facility filled with other androids like her who have gone rogue and are killing everybody on sight. She must venture deep into this facility to find answers and the person she is looking for. Elster gets weird flashes of memories which may or may not have happened. And as Elster, the player must piece together the story while trying to survive and find their way around the facility. Without spoiling anything, the story is bleak and existential. The amnesia of the protagonist is the main driving force of tension and agency in the story. But that also makes Elster an unreliable narrator, and one must not take all that happens in this game in strictly literal terms. The game is as much a love story as it is a Lovecraftian nightmare, and even an exercise of endless fruitless cycles. Presentation is a mixed bag. Although the music fits perfectly with the setting, blending somber futuristic synth and piano in melancholic pieces with sometimes hopeful undertones. And the irritating pressing score during zombie encounters perfectly capturing the tension of surviving in the mining facility. But on the visual aspect, things could have been more polished. It is credible considering the game was developed by two people, and the nostalgic 8-bit visuals of a 90s game fit better with the retro tech art style. It is still something you notice when you consider that the game came out last year. But I digress. Signalis, as I said before, is old school in its genre. Each room has a fixed top-down camera angle, and you move with the left stick and aim your weapon with the right. Resources are very hard to come by. You never have enough ammo and health supplies to breeze through a section of the game. The core loop of the game, then, is to explore an area, understand the main puzzle that will get you out of that area, navigate and complete the different parts of the main puzzle. Even though you never have any bullets and never have any health, you must always move forward and keep solving the puzzle. Each bullet counts, and so you must choose which encounters to dedicate your ammo to and which encounters to entirely avoid. Safe rooms always have a red computer screen for manually saving your game and an inventory box in which you can dump the things you are carrying. This mechanic is much more important than in other games because you can only carry a total of 6 items at any point. That includes your weapon, ammunition, health items, flashlight, etc. You must manage what you want to take before venturing out and even consider leaving space for potential key item pickups or extra resources. You might be using the shotgun for more efficiency in shots, but what do you do when you find no shotgun ammo but handgun ammo instead? On that note, some weapons are definitely better than others, but no weapon is completely useless. Finding different kinds of ammunition throughout a given level ensures that you would not be using one type of weapon for long. There is not a lot of enemy variety, but different enemies, when encountered in the same room, make the encounters difficult to navigate. For example, one enemy which stands in place and makes you hallucinate requires you to turn on the inbuilt radio and set it to three different frequencies, which damages the enemy. Easy enough, but when the same enemy is present in a room of normal zombies, then the particular encounter becomes too hectic to even attempt. Constantly being low on health, always saving your shots for later, and solving the area puzzle, making you backtrack the entire level. Not to mention, almost all enemies come back to life if you don't somehow set fire to them. All these components of gameplay make the loop tense and atmospheric. And the cryptic, sad, and existential story, as you slowly piece it together, keeps you invested until the end. And even then, Signalis does not overstay its welcome, taking me about 11 and a half hours to complete. I would say that it is pretty good bang for buck. If you like existential horror, old school survival horror, cyberpunk sci-fi anime, indie games, or any combination of these, I would recommend definitely check out Signalis as it is a great game which did not get the attention it deserved. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you would like me to review next. I will see you next time. Until then, peace.